process.
Welcome to the Wicked Radio Network.
Hi, this is Mark. Congratulations. You have found this amazingly awesome show. Chances are you're listening to it right now on whether it's iTunes or Stitcher Radio or some other mobile app that allows you to stream this amazingly awesome show to your ear holes. And I can't stress how awesomely amazing this show really is. But did you know that you can also catch the latest episode of this show on the Tangibound Network? That's right. Go check out tangiboundnetwork.com. You can look them up and you can listen to it right there. It's even mobile friendly. What more could you ask for? Which means you can pull it up on your iPhone or your Android, even your Windows phone. Yeah, who has one of those? But still, point remains, you can do it. You can do it. Check it out, tangiboundnetwork.com. Listen to this show, the latest episode, every time. Check it out.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Bryan pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. The boys will let you know when there's a spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's going on? This is Salty Language, episode 248.
2 episodes away from fucking greatness, Brian.
250 is greatness?
I guess.
Okay.
We don't have any standards here, so we should probably figure something out.
That's true. I just figure with us, every episode is greatness. I don't know why a number even matters.
Well, it's like this. It's like it's greatness,
mm-hmm.
and then there's like greatness with like a side of bacon and maybe, I don't know, some slaw.
All right. It's kind of weird because, depending on what that main course is, it's like, what if it's French toast is what greatness is? Bacon and slaw seems like a weird thing to serve with it.
Well, I guess it's relative.
All right, fair enough.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
Because I do like French toast, but I don't know if I consider French toast greatness.
I'm just saying.
To be honest.
Yeah. That's why I said,
Yeah, it's all relative.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense. Oh,
right.
Man.
Seems pretty great to me, though. 250?
Yeah, Yeah, we're almost there.
I know, right?
Man, inching ever closer to, that number and then other numbers and then even more numbers.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird how numbers work.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah.
We really need tape back to do our numbering.
Yeah, I know. They should have they should have taught us this in math classes,
We went to public school, Brian.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
They just taught us how to fill ditches.
That's not
Pretty
entirely
sure.
true. No. Fill ditches twice, throw yourself in, then cover yourself with dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, you can pack it tighter than that. I can barely breathe. Come on.
Come on, there's room for more dirt.
Right. Actually, if you were going to do it that way, you would be like, okay, everybody buddy up. You bury the guy to your right.
Nice.
Yeah.
But what about the last guy?
Well,
the teacher buries him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how you solve that. At some point, the numbers probably don't work out there, but you figure something out.
Yeah, there's some sort of dopey equation for all this, I'm sure.
Sure. We're not the right people to figure this out, though.
No, I wasn't even gonna try.
Right. If Tate were still on the show, we'd be prepared because we could have her do all the maths.
We'd already be getting Judgment Face by now.
Well, she'd probably have the maths done and have graphs for us.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I like graphs.
And Judgment Face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but unfortunately, we're just ill prepared for this kind of thing.
If you got a bar graph tattooed on your arm, would that be called a skin graph?
Terrible. That's awful.
Never said it was going to be good.
Get it out of your way now. We have only 2 more episodes to, then you've promised greatness.
Yeah, I know. I got to.
You can't be delivering that kind of stuff at 250, sir.
Or I flip the script and I just drop hot death loads on episode 250.
I think everyone's expecting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually it's the working title to the porn I'm going to start filming, Hot Death Loads.
Oh, man. Ooh. Yeah,
or it could be a gore cover band.
Could be a Hot Death Loads. Yeah.
Yeah,
it definitely could be. I could see that in like the, you know what Cannibal Corpse's logo looks like the font that they have. Like I could picture that font with like Hot Death Loads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I could see that on an album cover for sure. Yeah.
Is there a gore cover band?
There's gotta be. Everybody's got a cover band. Think of how many conversations we've had about cover bands in the last year. Every time we're like,
much every episode.
Right. And every time we're like, oh, we think we found some niche cover band, there's always like we talked about a Pantera cover band that was a mariachi Pantera cover band, and there's already at least one out there doing it.
Well, there's from what I could tell, there's 2. There's Scum Dogs.
Okay.
And then there's Rog.
I'm not impressed. Backwards. I am not impressed with either name. I'll tell you that right now.
Scum Dogs I kind of get because I'm pretty sure that's what they call their fans are the Scum Dogs.
Yeah, I understand.
Like if Salty Language had a cover band, it'd be The Enthusiast.
Sure. I mean, maybe.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to cover.
Our podcast, obviously.
True.
They're going to sit down and word for word do the podcast.
Yeah.
Which would be a horrible thing to do.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a terrible project.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will do it.
No, that's a terrible idea. I would not recommend that. It is interesting, though. Like I said, every time we're like, ooh, we've got an idea for a cover band or whatever, no matter how weird or niche it is, it seems to have already been done. So
what do they call Rule 34 or whatever of the internet? If you can think to search it, it exists.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's what always blows your mind when you do an internet search and nothing comes up. You know, like you're looking for something, and you're like, really? No one's ever looked up this before? It's so, it really does kind of freak you out a little bit, especially if it's something kind of weird. Because then you're like, wow, I'm the only one who's had this thought. Or I'm the only one brave enough to have looked this up.
Exactly. You feel like Lewis and Clark, really.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Going
guess.
to like seeing new lands going across, banging some hot Indian broad.
Wait. I don't know
What?
about that.
No?
I don't know if they were doing that.
Why wouldn't they? It gets lonely on the trail.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. But
And I mean, they didn't have flashlights back then.
maybe they made their own. Maybe they already thought of it.
Maybe.
They just...
I don't know what it's like. It's like, those little round shovels that you plant flowers with, right? So you take one of those and you just extract a deer asshole.
Oh, dude. I was thinking like a post digger, but your way is easier to carry.
That's it's more portable because it's hand size.
Yeah.
And then you can leave it in the tool and it's like a fleshlight.
Yeah, but
the primitive fleshlight.
Sure, all right. Yeah, this is terrifying, but it makes sense.
Yeah. See what the white man did when they got here?
Yeah, they're like, listen.
Goddamn blue-eyed devil.
Yeah, like, hey, we use every part of the animal, too.
Yeah, if you know what I'm saying.
That's awful.
Someone starts playing some a nice bass beat on a lute. Get that porn music going.
Sure, yeah. You got to be in the mood.
Well, yeah. I can only assume to use lutes, too. I don't know.
I know, right? Lutes. Just, hey, Lewis, where are you going? I don't know. I got to take care of some business over here. Where's my shovel? Oh, come on. Use your own shovel. Dude. Boundaries. Like he never uses his own shovel for it. He always uses Clark's.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And it's obviously marked,
Oh boy, is it?
Yeah, no, not like that. I mean, it says Clark's name on it,
Oh, okay. If I was marked up for when he propped it in between some rocks, it's all scraped up.
Sure, yeah.
It's dude, you ruined the finish on it. That was my father's.
Oh man, that was custom made.
Yeah, exactly.
Swedish custom handle and
the old Swedish custom handle.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So so how was your week?
It was my birthday week.
Yeah, it was. So you were parading around in a diaper and a sash and a birthday hat most of the week, right?
That's every other week.
Oh, all right. So what do you do on your birthday week then?
No diaper, baby.
Nice. Pull-ups or just sans britches, if you will?
Sans britches. As nature intended.
Just the wind wisping across your buttocks.
Yes, exactly.
Just standing there.
With my sash.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Mostly covering things up.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Standing out front, getting the mail.
Howdy, neighbor.
Yeah.
Hi, churchgoers.
Yeah. Come on, cover yourself up. Nope. Birthday week. Well.
Yeah, I do what I want.
Yeah. Well, we understand. I am as God made me.
Now welcome you to your church.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, we don't even want your kids riding their bikes through our parking lot. We certainly don't want you prancing around.
We don't even like you living across the street.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want you running up and down the aisles junk flopping.
Yeah, that seems fair, Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. They're lost, really.
Is it, though?
I would have brought the energy there like it was a gospel church. Or Baptist or whatever. I don't know my denominations.
Yeah, that's fair. You're just, yeah.
Just a simple caveman.
That I think everyone can agree on that one. Yeah. Just frightened and confused. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's fair. So did you have a week of birthday shenanigans, or did you do anything? I mean, I know what happened yesterday because, you know, I was part of it, but aside from that, did you do anything? Oh no, looks like Skype froze Tony.
You might want to time mark that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. Oh, it's terrible, but we're back. Yeah.
Live.
Skype is hated tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, Skype is not our friend tonight.
No. Did you catch what I said?
Yeah, if I had a week of birthday shenanigans, basically.
Right.
Not so, you know, we went out to dinner the day of my birthday, which was nice. And, you know, last weekend, you know, the gang kind of got together. We went out to Tecumseh Brewing. That was cool.
Right. Yep.
That was kind of like an unofficial birthday thing.
Right. That was a good time. Yeah.
That was. I really enjoyed going out there. And then we, you know, hit the old Nick and Jimmy's later. And I probably should have stayed home, but I was like, I feel like drinking more until I got that chill wave in my hand. And I was halfway through, and I'm like, I should have stayed home. Now I just feel like death all of a sudden.
The drive was the problem.
Yeah.
You know?
It honestly was.
Like, if you're going to keep drinking, you can't have, like, not a 40-minute, what was it, like 30-minute drive?
30-minute drive, yeah.
You can't have that between it, because that just, you're done at that point, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, drinking, unlike banging, you know?
Yeah.
You need the break.
Right. Drinking, like, I'm done.
You got to just power through it.
Yeah. I took the drive to enjoy a refreshing rock and rye from Faygo, which I haven't had in a long time. So that was delicious.
Was it just as tasty?
It was, yeah. It was, you know, when I saw that they had those at Tecumseh, I was like, I'm going to get one of those to go. And I did, and it was tasty. So I was kind of the same way, though. Like, I honestly, once we got to Nick and Jimmy's, I was kind of like, I'm probably only going to have one beer, maybe two here, and I'm pretty much done, I think. Because by the time we, you know, like I said, that drive, and I was kind of like, I had kind of lost the buzz I had gotten, and I was like, I don't feel like starting over, you know?
Right.
So I had that chill wave, though, because I gotta have a chill wave.
Oh, you mean the tidal wave?
Yes.
Or dopey server?
Yeah, well.
We got this IPA tidal wave.
Yeah.
It's like, not so much, lady.
Yeah. To which Tony and I were like, both of us trusted our guts on that. And we're back.
Boy, oh boy. Skype is just fucking garbage sometimes.
Yeah. Might not have been Skype's fault this time. It was probably just my internet being poops. No?
Nope.
Right.
Skype.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say about that.
Fair enough. I'll allow it. It's not been good to us at times.
No.
Fair enough, sir.
Well, we were talking about our dopey server and how she doesn't know the dopey beers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was basically just really the end of that night. I don't know. Did you guys hang out much longer or no?
Not for much longer. We stood around and talked with my brother for a little bit. Me and T did. And, you know, finished our pints off, basically. And then that was about it. And then after that, me and T bounced. So, because I thought about having one more. And then I was like, it's just a bad idea. You know?
Right.
I had enough at that point, and it wasn't that it was late by any means. It was only, I don't know, 12:30-ish, 1 o'clock, somewhere in that range, I think. So it wasn't that it was horribly late or anything. I was just like, I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to try to restructure getting a buzz or something at this point. You know, I'm just going to call it good and whatever. So we just went ahead and left.
Exactly.
It was a good time, though, so.
Yeah, it was a fun little Saturday there.
Yeah.
It was kind of nice because I woke up. I didn't feel like death, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Didn't have enough to drink.
Unlike this morning.
Nah, you were fine. You were fine.
Nah, actually, it was weird because, you know, yesterday, Thursday, April 28th, you savages. It was my birthday.
Well, they should have already known because it was in their calendars. I'm sure all their cards are on their way.
Yeah, I would certainly hope so.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't know. You would have thought they would have just PayPal'd you money directly.
You would think.
Yeah.
Or at least some, pictures of boobs or something.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, whatever.
I know.
Birthday titties are a thing.
Sure.
Right?
I guess. If not, you just made them a thing. I'm sure they existed before, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
But, so we went out, the fam Damley and I met up for dinner. And, it was like one of our favorite, Revolution Grill, which I may have talked about before. It's local. Sorry, guys. I know going local sometimes sucks, but it's a restaurant that we enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the first time I went there, I had a steak that, when I, cut into it and took a bite, it was like a choir of angels.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just, it's kind of steadily gone downhill, it almost seems like.
Different chefs, different owner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the last experience, while it was good, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm used to.
Right.
And I got a nice steak and it was good. And, generally they've got, holy shit. Wow. Sorry, I just got power up. Generally it's they have a good beer selection, but the beer selection was and the prices went up.
Yeah.
So it was like for the same, well, it probably would have been a little more for Jeannie and I to both get a couple pints each.
Yeah.
It was about the same price to get a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Which is,
crazy, honestly.
Crazy, yeah.
Beer shouldn't cost the same price as wine unless you're drinking cheap wine.
Right.
That's what I was telling you when we were talking about it, because I was like, yeah, the last time I went there, I was looking at the prices of some of the beers, and I was like, I could get bourbon.
Yeah.
And if I'm talking, and it's like, I like beer, but man, if you're telling me the beer's almost bourbon price, I'm getting bourbon,
Right.
Exactly. Almost every time. Maybe not every time, but pretty close.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's just, I walked out there I ate good, and they didn't do the birthday thing they used to do when you get that percentage off of your bill of your age. They just got a free dessert.
I thought you meant the bare bottom spankings.
Well, I might have been all right. They've got some delightful ladies that work there.
They're not the ones who do the spankings, though.
Oh. Well, never mind. I'm out.
It's the burly chefs that come out.
The guy who washes dishes.
Yeah.
His wrinkly, wet hand.
Yes. I like that he couldn't dry his hand.
No, of course not. It's just fresh out of the sink.
Right. I mean, the wrinkly part you can't help, but the that he couldn't even grab a towel or something,
No, he likes it that way. Actually. It gets more smack.
That's true. It would give a nice audible sound. So.
Yeah, exactly. But then I came over and I picked up a certain Bryan.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because one, I had to give you a comic book for you to read.
Yes.
Because, sneak preview, guys. We interviewed a guy who wrote this comic.
Yes.
David C. Hayes, which you'll listen to later.
Soon.
Yeah, or, if you're catching up on episodes, check it out. It's awesome.
Right.
But we went to the bar. Mm-hmm. And I thought I was going to have a couple beers until I sat down.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want some bourbon.
Yeah.
Because it sounds delish.
Yeah, I had the same thought that I was going to have a couple of beers. And then I ordered a beer, and you were like, bourbon. And I was like, oh, why didn't I go bourbon? Like, that sounds delicious. So that was the last beer I had of the evening.
Well, don't forget about the moment when the bartender who we've had before carded both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm like...
Which hasn't happened in forever.
Right, and I'm like, seriously, we're both 50. I was like, in fact, today's his birthday. Trying to angle for, like you do for me. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not the same as good of a wingman as you are, because you usually get me free, I get birthday pints. You got nothing except a compliment.
Exactly. What are you going to do?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just terrible, so...
Well, we don't know them as well as we knew the people at the Oliver House when you guy could
Well, not just
get you a birthday pint.
Not just the Oliver House, sir. At Black Cloister also.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you got me 2 birthday pints. I have gotten you 0 to this point.
Yeah, I forgot about the one at the Cloister.
Yeah, so
damn it, Bryan, you owe me.
I know. I tried, and yeah, you even tried later to be like, really, no cake, nothing, and she was like, we don't even get cake, so they just must give nothing out. They're
like, you can go sleep with the cats behind in the back of the building.
Yeah, and someone else got me a birthday shot. Like for free too. I don't remember who it was or where off the top of my head, but what are you going to do, right?
What are you going to do, indeed?
They are just stingy there, I guess, so that's all right.
Well, yeah, I had some bourbon, and it was good, but I mean, it's not like I wasn't at any moment where I was like, there's no way I should drive.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I felt fine.
I'll tell you, I had that thought all night, that I shouldn't drive.
Well, that's probably a strong thought. But I felt fine, but it was one of those things. I woke up this morning, I just felt like fucking death.
Yeah. Well, I had a beer and a couple of bourbons with you there, and then I came home and I was like, much like I told you at the bar, I was like, I kind of want to have some whiskey when I go home now. And then I was like, I got home and I was like, I have this delicious pizza, and because I got a pizza to go from the place because they have awesome pizza, and
they do.
And I was like, I'm gonna have a little whiskey with this pizza. Oh, what a terrible idea that was! Because first of all, the pizza has these, they're not super hot, but they're a little spicy chilies on the pizza. Just give you a little kick in the pants.
Yeah, a little bite to it.
And then I'm putting whiskeys down, and oh my god! And then I get uncontrollable heartburn from my medicine anyway. Oh, what a dummy I was! It was so delicious though, so worth it. I slept like awful though, so.
Yeah, I slept like hot garbage.
Yeah, so did I.
And it didn't help the night before. Like I was telling you before we started recording, I had animal fucking romper room going on.
Sure.
Because it's like this.
I keep telling you to quit trying to ride the dog around the house. You won't listen though.
I rodeoed the dog the other day. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
Because I was throwing down, doing some push-ups, that she like army crawled underneath me. So I kind of like got her back, put my hooks in,
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. But
did she tap?
Yeah, she eventually wiggled out. It was pretty funny,
right.
But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so animal romper room. So normally we go to bed, the dog comes upstairs, she lays down, all's well. That night, the dog chases the cat upstairs under our bed.
Oh, geez.
Right? So immediately I'm like, fuck. Because when this happens, eventually the dog goes to sleep after the dog's like, oh, hey, let's play. You're under there. And then the cat will end up sleeping with me.
Okay.
Because it's just how it goes. Instead of the cat ninjing out like it should,
yeah,
he's like, I'm going to go sleep these humans up here.
Right.
So at about, I don't know, probably 1 o'clock in the morning, I wake up because the dogs and the cat are having a romper room. Because the cat's on the bed, dogs wants to get to the cat.
Yeah.
So I went, yell. And then I just kept periodically waking up throughout the night because my asshole cat was like sleeping right up on my ribs.
Oh, yeah, that's fun.
And then, and then I got Jeannie on my other side. So I was like twice I woke up, I was going to have a fucking heat stroke. And I mean, the last time I just fired the cat to the end of bed. It's the first time the cat's ever hissed at me. I was just done.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's just like, you fucking, or whatever. It's just, oh, God. That and then, bourbon sleep yesterday. I'm dragging ass tonight.
So what you need to do is go get some more bourbon right now and bourbon sleep tonight, too.
That's a terrible idea.
It's fine. It's fine.
Although I do eventually plan on having like a decanter of bourbon in here with a couple glasses on my podcast desk.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're a classy gentleman of leisure, if you will.
I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, you got to relax, while you're podcasting. What better way to be a man of leisure than to have, a little bourbon? It's fine.
Exactly. I need to turn it, make it more Mad Men in here.
Yes.
Like I need one of those globes that you can open up. It's got a bar inside.
By globes, you mean Christina Hendricks' chest, right?
I could use one that too. I don't know if I'd want to open it up. I think I just want to snuggle and enjoy myself.
Yeah, that's true. I think we could both crawl in there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like one of those beanbag couches.
Yeah, I'm a large gentleman, but I think we could both crawl in there, and we might be able to bring someone else too. It could get weird.
It could. Shit gets crazy when you're drinking out of a globe.
Right. Yeah, that's how life is. That's
Words to live by.
That's crazy globe life. What can you do?
Straight up crazy globe life.
Crazy globe life, yeah.
I got a gold globe hanging around my neck.
Maybe true. I haven't done a whole lot this week. This week compared to last week has been pretty, aside from last night, with us going out to the bar for a couple, and even that, that was pretty low key. That was just us just kicking it.
Yeah, just bullshitting, having a couple cocktails.
Right. Anybody who follows me knows, I had a pretty shitty day the day before. I had to put my kitty cat down. I had her for 21 years, so that was a pretty rough day. But, the weird part about this,
I have a hard time believing it's 21 years.
I know,
that's insane.
But it is. Yeah,
I know. That's so long for a cat. I
know. And the hardest part is, I'm sitting on my bed, I'm playing Diablo, and off to my, my peripheral, I see shadows, and I think it's her. So, I reach over to pet her, and then I'm like, that kind of thing is happening. And, that
it sucks.
Yeah, that, and, walking into my bedroom, and there's no, you've heard her make noise, how she makes noise, instead of meowing, there's none of that. So that's been the hardest adjustment for me, is there's none of those things. So other than that, it just sucks, but it's, that stuff will just whatever. But the shadow thing is the hardest part, because she was a black cat. So it's, I see that stuff a lot, and then I think and I'm like, or my bed shifts a little bit, because it's a shitty bed. So the springs in it kind of just adjust on their own sometimes. And when they do, it feels like when she used to jump on the bed. So I'd be careful so I don't kick her or something, So I feel that shift, and it feels like she's jumped on the bed, and then I'm like, that's not her, So that's been kind of weird. But
there's nothing worse than having to put down a pet.
Oh, yeah, it was awful. I looked over and she was having seizures. I saw her back leg just kicking up in the air, and at first I thought maybe she's having a weird, because sometimes animals will be laying on their side and they'll be kicking their legs a little weird.
Shit gets real.
And I got up, and when I got up, I saw that she was, the way she was doing, I was like, that's not normal. And when I saw what was going on, I woke up my mom, and we immediately took her in, and they were like, given her age, it's probably not going to be.
It's just end of the line.
Yeah. And I was like, man, because I clearly don't want her to go through anything bad, because, good God, 21 years, it's like, geez.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like she's on bonus time. This is house money, kind of thing. So
it's where Kitty news agency would be interviewing, what's the secret? And a pack of cigarettes and a whiskey every day.
Yeah. She should be meeting the cat president, and
exactly.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, she got bonus time, so it's like, she was a good cat, and a weird cat, but a good cat. So, it just sucks that, like anything, it's like, you see stuff like it all the time. It's like, the part that sucks about pets is that, you lose them so much sooner. They don't live anywhere near as long as we do. It stinks sometimes, especially when you get the really good ones. It's different if they were some beast that no, I'm kidding.
They're a real asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that animal.
Fuck that. No, I'm kidding. It just always sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that. But, yesterday certainly helped. So, and it worked out great anyway, because, got to hang with you on your birthday. We got to enjoy some cocktails and, improve my mood. So that was.
Look at some nice buttocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Works of art. Yeah.
Because they may have been dopey bartenders, but they were.
It's all right.
Yeah. Fairly attractive.
We got to laugh at people at the bar as we do.
As we do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good time.
Twas.
Yeah. it's one of those things I'm always like, God, I really enjoy hanging at the bar, but I really don't enjoy the next day.
Yeah.
As you get older.
Yeah. There's two things I don't enjoy about the bar, and one is the impact on the wallet, and the other is the next day as you get older, as you were saying, because really what I would love to do is sit there and drink bourbons or something like that, because even drinking like beer all night is going to it's a punch in the wallet because of the kind of beer we drink, you know?
It's true.
If we were sitting there drinking Miller Lights all night, it wouldn't be so bad as far as the cost.
Right.
Well, the financial cost.
Yeah. The costs are like, self-esteem. That's completely different.
No bueno, sir. No bueno.
Yeah. No bueno indeed.
Yeah. But still a good time for all.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We also, Monday, recorded with Megan from Screams and Moans.
I totally forgot about that.
I'm not sure when the episode's going to drop, but we'll definitely let you know about it.
That was a good time. I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear what makes it to the final cut.
Yeah, exactly. Because we recorded for a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
And I know she usually does about an hour and a half show.
Yeah.
So.
And I'll say this. There's some things that Ballsier podcast would not put out there.
Yes.
Or less ballsy podcast, I should say. Not ballsier, less ballsy podcast. But I know, she's, willing to push the envelope with her show. So
that's what happens when you have salty language grace your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We say dumb shit.
Yeah. Well, it was
That's
fun.
Mildly offensive.
Right. Yeah. We talked about Blade Runner and porn. So that was, and many things in between.
Yes. Loyal listeners to our show know we're all over the map.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I've enjoyed it both times we've done that.
Yeah, it's a fun show to record on, and I recommend listening. It Screams and Moans. Check it out.
Yeah. If you'd like us on your show, contact us at saltylanguage@gmail.com.
If you dare.
Or contact our agent at... No, I'm kidding. We don't have an agent.
At saltylanguage.
We need to just create a separate Gmail account. Like, that doesn't, it sounds like an agent. That way it makes it seem like we have an agent.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Like saltylanguageagent@gmail.com.
If I could use the face swap technology to have in Snapchat and like video answer people with someone else's face on my face,
that'd be awesome.
I would completely be our agent.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
You could do it with Skype or FaceTime or something and just hold a mask up.
That's true.
That's how you do it right there. Wear like a Spider-Man mask or a luchador mask.
Oh, the lucha agents? No.
Just the luchador. You don't have to have any. We'll come up with a fancy name later. Or we won't. I don't know. Whatever.
El Tarantula or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's got to be Junior the Third, something like that, though. I don't know why, but I like the luchadors that have the extra name.
Like the extra lineage?
Yes. It's just, it adds something to it, punches it up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Like Esquire or something. Because you never see an Esquire.
No.
And you should.
Especially a luchador Esquire,
right.
which is perfect for the agent. It shows up with the luchador mask and then a suit and a briefcase.
Right. Well, and you're an agent, so being an Esquire, I mean, that kind of holds water, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So, all right.
But other than those couple things, my week was kind of...
Yeah, same here. I didn't
didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, I haven't done much. Honestly, the week is kind of flown by for me a little bit.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
How's the old Stewamania treating you?
It's leveled off.
Is it running wild?
No, it leveled off a little bit this week, which is good, because
right.
I don't.
Who wants to maintain that pace?
Yeah, I don't think it's good for you. I think it'd be like burning too hot. Yeah. And I was afraid of that. I was really kind of like, man, I hope I don't have a crash off of that. Because that's going to be an epic crash if I keep running at that kind of level. And this week it's just kind of leveled off a little bit. I saw my psychiatrist, and he was pretty happy with everything. So we're just going to stay the course for a few more weeks, and then I go back again. And if everything's kind of staying the course, he'll make a decision there whether to up it or just leave it where it's at.
Right.
So I think as long as things don't get worse, he might leave it alone. But if things, if it levels or goes down, like if my energy level kind of starts going back to where it used to be, then he may increase the dosage to kind of, amp me back up.
Right.
Hulk me out some more, if you will, brother.
For sure.
That way I can get back to tearing shirts and wearing boas and stuff,
Dropping legs.
Right. Talking to Mean Gene. Dude.
Yep. Sup, dude?
Fighting the release of my sex tape and all,
Well, I mean, yeah, exactly.
That's what life's all about.
Fighting off the sex tapes?
Sure. Saying your prayers, taking your vitamins, believing in yourself, believing in God,
Yep. No, exactly where that hidden camera is.
Right. Selling pastamania. Yeah.
Goddamn pastamania. If there was ever a shitty wrestling venture, it's that.
I don't know what you're talking about. That thing's awesome. I use it all the time.
Fucking pastamania.
I always pictured I can't think of the name of the product now. The thing from Arrested Development. I always kind of picture that as pastamania.
Oh.
I can't think
of the corn fritter maker or whatever.
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called now.
When every surface is dangerous.
Yeah. And they're totally unrelated, but I just like to think of them as the same thing.
Yeah. It is the pastamania of the television world.
Yeah. Poor Hogan. He could have had the Foreman grill. What are you going to do?
He should have.
Yeah.
What would have been called, though?
Who knows?
Grillamania?
Yes. That would have been awesome. Dropping the leg on Fat. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Or giving the big boot to Fat. I don't know, whatever.
That would be it. Giving the big boot to Fat.
So what you going to do, brother?
What you going to do, brother?
When Hulkamania and healthier food run wild on you.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Here's what we got, dude. We're making burgers.
I want like a full. That's what Hogan should do right now. He should just start to get his own like Food Network show. If they can have Guy Fieri have like 4 shows, Hogan can have a show.
I agree.
I'd watch a Hulk Hogan cooking show.
All right, what if it's Hogan hosts it, and then every week he gets in 2 old wrestlers that happen to still be living.
They don't even have to be old ones. They can be any wrestlers. They could be young ones too. I'd be okay with that.
Do they cook or do they judge?
Oh, okay. I was just thinking that they just come in and it's like a talk show / cooking show. But all right, yeah. All right, how about...
I'm thinking like Iron Chef, both wrestlers.
Some of them probably wouldn't be able to... I mean, you'd have to... There's certain ones wouldn't be able to be on the show because they don't get around well enough. Like, plus, there's also obviously certain ones that would never be on the show, like Sheiky Baby. Because
Sheiky Baby would be perfect for it, though. Just you'd have to be like on the censor button like crazy.
Well, he hates Hogan though, so I can't imagine he'd want to be on the show.
Oh, he would want to be there just to break his back and fuck him in the ass,
humble him. Yeah,
humble him.
Yeah, listen, I'd want him to be on there, but I just don't think he'd be on the show. That'd be awesome.
Oh God. He's grating cheese of his curly shoes.
Sheik just comes out and just beats the shit out of Hogan. You're like, wow, I didn't think this was going to happen. Like, wow, he doesn't move around that well, but man, he just took a weapon and went right to him. Like, wow.
He smashes the only prototype Grillamania over his face.
Wow, that's pretty harsh. Yeah, Grillamania, damn it. Hogan comes out and he's playing the Grillamania like it's an electric guitar.
Yeah, burns himself because it's on.
For those at home, I'm doing the electric guitar, like air guitar motion while I'm doing it.
Excuse me, I could definitely see that.
Yeah. Damn it. Now here's the question. Now is which iteration of Hogan is he on the show?
Oh, current.
Current. Well, no, I mean, like, is he just the Hogan that he is right now, or are we talking red and yellow Hulk Hogan or Hulkster Hogan? Or are we talking, like, is there ever a heel turn on the show? Does he ever go Hollywood on the show?
I think he needs to go Hollywood immediately because it's just a Hollywood angle.
Okay. So he's healing
bring
it
in
up.
More stars, but he'd still be a heel.
Okay.
Because everyone loves a dickhead.
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Like, I just didn't know if you wanted the heel Hogan or if we're wanting the, like,
the real American hero.
Thank you. Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Oof. Back to Braining Well, apparently.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah.
For sure.
Once again, this is a freaking amazing idea.
It is.
Because, oh man, I mean, obviously Hogan can't do a lot of physical stuff because he's got horrible knees and back. But
I kind of think I want the wrestlers to be like judges.
Okay. So who's the good? Just random people or chefs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like it's kind of like a Iron Chef chop type situation or something.
Uh-huh.
And people cook and compete, and
so obviously we got Mean Gene involved because Hogan's got to have someone to talk to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now here's the other question. Now we need some people for like announcing type roles or commentary type things. Now are we going commentary team, or are we going to have like Jimmy Hart with his megaphone, or are we going to bring in like the Fink? Like the Fink just introduces everybody.
Right.
Like fighting out of this corner, that's the Fink 100%. Because, if I'm having anyone do it, I'm doing it the classy way.
Yeah.
Right. And I've got Mean Gene because someone's got to interview Hogan.
Absolutely.
Because I got to have every episode, let me tell you something, Mean Gene, every time.
Yes.
But do we have a commentary team, or you just let the wrestlers kind of commentate on the food?
I think it has to be the wrestlers.
Okay.
And like maybe one professional food person.
Okay. Because I can't have my commentary team anyway, because one of them's dead and the other one can't talk real well because of, cancer fucking sucks. So,
right.
Because my ideal team, of course, Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So that's who I want. But yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to have my team. So.
Now that I think about it, wrestlers would be terrible food judges.
Maybe not.
Well, most of them probably have their whole nasal cavity destroyed from years of cocaine abuse.
Well, old wrestlers maybe, yeah. The new ones, certain new ones might be too. I don't know, but
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Right. We should probably move on from the Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, it's Grillamania.
All right. So here's what's the title of the show? Because it can't be Grillamania because that's the product. But now, do they have to use the Grillamania to make the food?
That should be part of it. At least like one aspect of the food.
Oh my God! Ric Flair does a competing. Ric Flair starts hosting Chopped. Right? As a guest spot, because, Ric Flair knife edge chops, right?
Yeah, I'm in.
Woo!
You better figure 4 cups of flour in that. That was horrible.
They can't, the show's terrible, though, because all it is Ric Flair cutting a promo. I mean, and he can't cut a promo like he used to cut a promo, but... it's just him just going on, and they're like, Rick, we need to show some cooking, and he just eats the camera time.
Takes his chef coat off, starts dropping elbows in the middle of the kitchen.
Yes. Woo, woo, woo. Like, Rick, time's up.
oh my God, he's having a seizure, guys. Get him out of here.
Woo, woo, woo. Like, Rick, you didn't use any of the secret ingredients, but we're going to put you through. Because respect.
He struts away.
Right, because, respect.
Yeah, he's a nature boy.
Right. Oh, my God.
Or nature elderly gentleman.
I'm just picturing his chef jacket, because it's all blue and sparkly. It's got the, it says nature boy on the back, of course. Yeah. Oh man! So anyway, title for Hogan's show. I got a name for Hogan's cooking show.
No. Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't have one either. So
yeah,
it's all right. We're not great with the titles. It's fine.
No.
We just got the main idea. We'll work on the title some other time. We won't. So
no, we'll forget all about it. As soon as we stop recording, this will all be gone.
It won't be entirely because I have it written down. So
right, that's true.
Okay, so all right, so let's I guess move on to something else.
Yes, on to something completely different.
All right, I don't have a whole lot for this week. Do you? Yeah, a couple.
No,
things.
honestly, I really don't. Like, so it's been a slow week, and unfortunately, my orange notebook that I'm flashing at the camera
I see
to,
it. I see it.
I kept leaving it at home because that's where I scribble all my shit down, and it's been such a nutty week at work that even stuff besides a couple QoftheW ideas I have, things I wanted to talk about, I just forgot to write down.
Right on.
And unfortunately, I am not braining really good right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair. It's all right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. So, did you see they announced today that The Punisher is officially getting its own show or his own show?
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he did a great job in the Daredevil season 2 little dealy there, and
yeah,
I mean, it's a character that's perfect for a miniseries.
Yeah. I think too. No one's surprised. This was announced, and the only thing I'll say that I'm a little afraid of with it is now that they've done the intro stuff, I don't want. I kind of don't want more of that. Kind of like in the comics, they don't necessarily have him keep remembering and going back to his family dying. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times it's more about just being focused on stopping crime and stuff.
Right.
I kind of want it to go that way, but I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of that element of trying to keep making him a sympathetic character.
Yeah, I could see that.
And that's my only fear, is that there may be enough of that I'm like, oh, come on. You don't need to keep, because comic book, like I've read enough of the books that I don't need that.
Yeah.
So I hope that it doesn't become annoying to those of us that are the comic fans. But I do understand if they need to do that, because otherwise, I mean, seriously, he's a homicidal maniac.
Well, I'm sure the first episode they'll have to, like, here's,
remind us,
for those of you that are not in the know and didn't watch Daredevil, here's how the Punisher became the Punisher.
Sure. He put on a t-shirt and looked cool and then just went after it.
He's like, that's a badass t-shirt, guy. He's like, I know. Stab, shoot.
Sure. That's how it always happens.
Yep.
Yeah, so no release date yet, no, none of that stuff, but that's awesome. Like I said, I think that surprises no one, because that's what everybody wanted as soon as they cast John Bernthal, and people saw, as soon as they first saw it in Daredevil, they were like, yep.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Again, no surprise there.
No surprise at all.
But very happy that it went over well, they listened to the fans, and they're giving the fans what they want. That's awesome,
Right.
And Netflix, perfect spot for it. Rather than doing rather than doing a movie, do a miniseries. It doesn't even have to be the 13 episode run. Even if they were like, "Hey, we're doing a 6 episode or 8 episode," I'd be like, "Cool," like totally fine with that. Even if they did that with some of the other characters, like we're going to do smaller arcs. 6 or 8 episodes, I'd be like, that's cool, Right. Totally okay with that. So.
Totes.
Totes.
Oh, it's okay.
Totes.
I still think they just need do it just a Marvel, like, a miniseries show isn't the word I'm looking for.
I know what you mean, like a
episodic kind of, God damn it. When like, hey, this episode's going to be Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Or maybe for the next 3 episodes, it'll be a Moon Knight arc, and then we'll go somewhere else in the Marvel Universe with a lesser-known character.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something like that.
That could be kind of cool. Or if, like, the season is, say, 13, or even if you bumped it to, say, 15, just so the maths could work a little better, and do 5, 5, and 5. Mm-hmm. And say we're going to do 5 episodes of this character, 5 of this character, or however you want to break the maths down on that. That would be a way of getting some more smaller characters and having a little fun with it, you know.
I mean, unless they completely run ideas, I don't really see them doing anything like that, unfortunately.
No,
but
probably not. Yeah.
It's something I think would be cool.
Yeah, me too. It'd be kind of fun. Also, team ups, but
yes, exactly.
Yeah, Marvel team ups like Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
Can't wait for the Spider-Ham show.
I could go for a side of Spider-Ham right now.
No, you're thinking of Spiral Ham.
Oh, I don't want that weird brown sugar shit on it though.
Right, that's fine. No one needs that. It's all right. Let's see here. What else did I have? Like I said, I really don't have a whole lot. So we talked about this a wee bit last night. But, you know, they announced that for the new, again, this is kind of local, but whatever. They announced that the new hockey arena that they're building in Detroit is going to be called the Little Caesars Arena. And I kind of thought, at first I was like, we'll just talk about it here. And then I was like, I kind of want to put this on the podcast because I've seen a lot of people really freaking out about it and like, oh, this is the worst name ever and derp, right?
Nostalgia.
And it's like, look, I get it. Everybody, it's like, oh, it's the Joe and all. It's like, first of all, like, you know, it's where the Red Wings are going to play. The guy who owns the Red Wings owns Little Caesars Pizza. And I know for a lot of people, Little Caesars Pizza is a joke, right? So that adds to this. And the top of this place is going to have the Little Caesars logo on it. They've showed it on the news last night. And I mean, my preference would be that it just be a giant pizza, but
yes. I agree.
But, you know, this could be worse in such that they could have called it the Hot and Ready Arena or, you know, or like Tony said, they could have called it like, you know, the Crazy Bread Arena or, you know,
the Crazy Bread Coliseum.
The Crazy Bread Coliseum or, you know, they could have made it much worse.
Oh, for sure.
And there's comments that I'm looking at on this thing that we've got the worst name in all of sports, which there's no way that's true.
No, because isn't there like the Quicken Loan Tampon Center or something crazy?
The Quicken Loan Arena is in Cleveland. They call it the Q because no one wants to call it the Quicken Loans Arena. So they call it the Q.
I'll tell you one thing. It's no Q to W.
No, it certainly isn't.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stadiums that people call by a different name because they don't like the name of it. So they call it something else. Like, all right, in Cleveland where the Indians play, it's Progressive Field. It was Jacobs Field before that. Then Progressive bought the rights to the naming, you know, the insurance company. And people had a fit about it. Jacobs Field, right? So people started calling it Prague or the Prague, basically, because they were just like, well, we're going to make fun of the name, essentially.
Right.
So it's like, first of all, how many times during a game do you reference the arena?
Very rarely.
Right?
Yeah.
So, okay, it's like, hey, we're going to see the Red Wings play. Everybody kind of knows in the area where they play. You don't have to go, hey, we're going to see the Red Wings at the Little Caesars Arena. You just say, we're going to see the Red Wings. Honestly, it's not very often that I even reference, like Joe Louis Arena is referenced as the Joe. You know, in this area. It's pretty rare that I'm even like, hey, we're going to blah, blah at the Joe. Unless it's more in reference to a concert or something of that ilk. It's not so much about the sports stuff there. So I think people need to put their titties away because clearly they've gotten loose and they're wild and just settle the fuck down.
Well, it will be nice to have the Wings closer to downtown.
Oh, for sure.
Not even really downtown, but where people like to party.
Oh, definitely. It's super smart for them to do this. They're creating an entertainment district. You know, it makes tons of sense.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to have your sports teams all pretty much centered there? Although, where do the Pistons play? The Palace, right?
Yeah, they still play in Auburn Hills. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of weird, but.
Yeah, but Ford Field is like not too far away from this. They've got this there. They just announced Dan Gilbert and what's his name? The guy who owns the Pistons. They're doing like a joint thing to put I think they're doing a pitch maybe to, no pun intended, to put a pro soccer team in Detroit.
I saw that somewhere. I think I saw it on Twitter today.
Yeah, so that's another thing in downtown Detroit, just to kind of, you know, make that whole area, you know, an entertainment thing. So I don't know. What do you think? I just think people need to settle the hell down. This is what's going to happen in arenas. Just Get over it.
Yeah, it's going to get sponsored by somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, just because it's someone local, that's how I see it.
Right? Yeah.
It's not like, it's not like the Changmi Center or something, like some guy in China is buying, whatever. It's at least it's some guy that's in Detroit and keeping some money in Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Superdome is now the Mercedes-Benz, I forgot what it's called now. I mean, there's so many worse names for things. And I'll bet money if you just typed in like sports, stadium names or arena names and just start looking through them, I'm sure you'll find worse names. I'm sure from local things or, it's like I said, plus they're hardly referenced. And like I said, it's probably more about going to see a concert or something.
I mean, there's probably a minor league team somewhere that's their stadium's like, Carl's Cow and Pig Asshole Stadium or something.
That's probably similar to true. Like I said, unless you're going to see a concert or something. But like somebody even mentions in the comments, they're like, I'm just going to call it the LCA. Like much like DTE. And I was like, yeah, that's actually a great point.
Yeah, that works.
Who's going to call it the Little Caesars Arena? They're probably going to call... I mean, honestly, I'm probably more likely to call it the Hot and Ready Arena than anything, but,
yeah, I agree. It's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, just call it the LCA,
Right.
Boom. Done and done.
Boom, whap.
Like, seriously, if you're that bothered by it, then pony up the money to change the name. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Shut your face.
Like, seriously, find something better to protest and get mad about. Because again, the guy who owns the team who's going to be playing the most there also owns that pizza place. And that pizza is going to be served at the place. So.
Oh, God. Makes sense, but oh, God.
Yeah, but it's just like at Tigers games. They serve Little Caesars pizza because he owns the Tigers too,
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he serve, that there? It's, make all the money.
All the monies.
So, yeah, enough of that.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Powering forward.
Powering forward indeed, sir. Yeah. So, did you see that Dana White is keeping Conor McGregor off the UFC 200 card?
I heard that today as well.
That is a big boy pants move on Dana White's part because he's going to let Cormier and John Jones headline
John Jones, that. Cormier 3 or something like that, right?
Two. Okay. Yeah. Now, granted, that will draw.
Won't draw as much as Conor fighting, though.
No chance. Because the last, 3 or 4 fights of McGregor's career have been like the top 4 or whatever gates for UFC. And pretty much any fight he does is going to draw better than the other. But I kind of think he needed to do it, though, because McGregor's got a contract. You've got to make, if he lets McGregor get out of it, well, what if Jones does it? Or not Jones because of his past stuff, but some other guy who's a pretty, like let's say Dos Santos or someone, or some other guy who's a really good draw. You can't let the inmates run the asylum, Yeah,
exactly. He eventually had to put his foot down.
Yep. But at the same time, it's like, ooh, because McGregor's done a lot of promos for UFC.
Yeah, I'll say I get where McGregor's, because that's why he said that, is because he was burnt out from the road, basically.
Yeah.
And, I mean, to be perfectly honest, that dude's got such a social media presence. Does he really need to go do press junkets?
Yeah. Does he need to go film a commercial? They need to film?
When he could just drop a tweet?
Yeah. And the other thing I don't understand is, like, really, couldn't they, somewhere he's near where he's at, couldn't they get a film crew for him there? Let him film his part there or something, so where he could drive maybe wherever near where his camp is, because I know he's in another country, and then just send that file and just piecemeal it. I don't know.
It's the goddamn future,
right? Literally, because he's ahead of us in time.
Yeah, I do.
He already knows what happens in the fight.
Yeah, he should have known better.
I really see both sides of it.
Right. I hear you, man.
It's very, very interesting because Dana White is not one who generally is a man who likes to leave things on the table. And honestly, the way things were building up, I was like, I wonder if they're going to put the Jones and McGregor fights on the same thing to really make 200 like a giant card.
Right.
To get and then I was like, that doesn't make a lot of sense because they're going to sell a lot of buy rates either way, you know. But to pull them completely, I was like, huh, I did not think that was going to happen.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, I really thought McGregor would headline it, and you know, but Dana White's, I mean, he's never really been a guy who backs down, so.
You got that right.
You know, so I guess why start now?
Never seen a millionaire yell at Twitter followers.
Yeah, that's true.
Guy's a fucking maniac.
Oh yeah, he will yell at just about anybody. So
yeah, it's true.
Right on. So yeah, that's basically what I had for the week.
That's probably a good thing for me because I'm getting like the fucking nods over here.
Yeah. So other than the Q of the W, that's what we got. So
all right.
So if you want to shoot right into that,
whew, all right.
Slap yourself a couple times.
I know. I'm thinking like I was like, God, I wish I had a wireless headset. I'd drop down and do some push-ups real quick, get the blood flowing, do something.
Right. Like Michelle Obama trying or diamond push-ups.
I couldn't do as many as she can.
True.
She's fucking shredded.
I know.
So last week's QW was what would a D&D or RPG version of yourself be? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got a couple answers on the face page. Oh God, I gotta put on my spectacles, Bryan. I can't see.
Dude, you know what my maniacal laughter there reminds me of? You remember when we were children's and at like 3 a.m, one of us would say something that was not that funny and we would just cackle like idiots.
Yeah, for hours.
And we were like, oh, that's 3 a.m. funny. You know, yeah. Like I think that was 3 a.m. funny.
Yeah, I would agree.
Fair enough. All right, moving on.
Matthew McConaughey. I can never say his last name.
McConaughey.
From Passersby Pod.
All right.
Again, now that it's back.
Right.
Says, I'd be a blacksmith's assistant that gives you your level 1 weaponry after a short tutorial. After the day cycle, I spend my night sitting in a chair and staring at a wall with the rest of my NPC family.
Nice. He's so right. There's always one of those characters, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
Right.
And then we got another reply from our pal.
I'm a little disappointed he didn't pick out a terrible Thai restaurant in the game too. You know?
Exactly.
But that's okay.
Or be like a dwarf with a terrible beard.
Yes.
Yeah. That one comes from our pal Garrett on the west side there. Says, I'd be that support character who does everything and keeps the party and game bound together. The same character no one thinks is helping. When you do things right, people won't be sure you have done anything at all. It's pretty deep, man.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the two we got on the face page. I don't know if we got any emails or anything else.
I have I have 2 emails technically, but they're from the same person, and they're from Mr. Cheeto Bandito.
Oh, our one of our favorites.
Yes. So the first one is my virtual self would be Manny Bothans. A down on his luck waste of a rebel spy that gets sent on a suicide mission to get the plans for the second Death Star. And then he responded to that with, wow, I went back and listened to the Q of the W section of the podcast again. This time, not quite so inebriated. And I would say my virtual self in this Salty Language MMO would be the chef at the tavern where all the delicious beers are served. While this may not be my true-to-life work environment, I think working in the kitchen of a small-ish craft beer establishment would be challenging and a lot of fun. Plus, beer.
Makes a good point.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I agree with him. I do think working in a small brewery / tap house like that would be awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Was that the extent of our Q2W answers?
That's what we got, yeah.
Oh, I'm so disappointed.
You put your spectacles on just for that.
I know. I did. I put my old lady spectacles on.
They are old lady ones, too. They're purpled.
Yeah, they're purpled, all right. Just like my nurples.
Should I just name the show Purpled?
Maybe.
Right now I have Crazy Globe Life written down, because we haven't done a lot in this episode. We have shit the bed on this episode.
I feel terrible about this episode.
It's because we went out last night. We ruined everything.
I know. It really fucked me up. Well, Skype doesn't help when it's spent,
Yeah, that's true.
You spent lots of time waiting for shit to reset and come back. Yeah, fuck you, Skype.
It ruined our vibe.
You're a twatter. So, this week's QW, and I fully expect more response because I think this is a fun one.
Okay. I
could be completely wrong. Maybe it's just fun to me. What would your Mortal Kombat fatality be?
Nice. Okay, so first thought that popped into my head would be that my fatality wouldn't actually kill the other person. It would somehow kill me.
Okay.
In that it would be similar to, as you know, my my wrestling finishing move is the gimp drop, which is I lift my opponent over my head and then my knee gives out and I basically throw them onto the mat, somehow knocking them out, and then I, roll onto them 1, 2, 3. So it would be a similar version of that, except that my knee would kind of, my bone would kind of just rip right through my knee. Cause again, Mortal Kombat. My leg would just kind of just tear through and it would, clip the, what is it? The main artery in your leg, the big artery in your leg. And I would just bleed out because of, Sad Trombone would be playing basically at the same time. Cause I'd be like, I'd almost be about to kill him and I'd be like, oh shit. And then I would just bleed out on the spot, and then somehow they would have won from it.
It's your fatality, so they still need to lose. So maybe they slip in the pool of blood and fall into like the pit or something.
Yeah, right before my last breath.
Yeah.
So I still get the victory.
Slip and fall awkwardly.
Right. I pump my fist, and that's the last pump of blood out of me.
Here's what happens: is your leg rips out, you're bleeding out. They come over to like be victorious and they slip and fall.
Yeah.
And it's a cutscene of them just like slowly withering away in the hospital from their injury.
Yeah.
It's a slow death.
Right. Yes. Very much.
Like the one scene's them in a suit with a cane at your funeral.
Yeah.
And then they're in a hospital bed and then it's their funeral.
Yes. Somehow that still counts as a victory for me, though.
Yeah,
so,
still fatality.
Still counts.
Yeah, long-term fatality, but fatality nonetheless.
Never saw it coming.
Exactly. It's the long con fatalities.
Yes, right. That's actually my name. Long con is my. That's my Mortal Kombat name.
H-A-N.
Yes.
So everyone's like, "Oh, this guy must know kung fu." It's like Lonkhan.
Right.
Long con.
Long con, yeah.
It must relate to Shao Kahn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he's just a guy.
Because what they don't realize is I actually, I come back. Somehow. I don't actually die. I kind of just, just wake back up. Powers. Yeah. I just sit up in bed like the Undertaker,
Yes.
How long was I out?
Exactly.
17 years.
Like, wow.
Is he dead? Is he dead? Like the minute they die, I come back. That's what it is.
Go. Yeah.
Yeah. Or something to that effect. And I'm like, is he dead? And they're like, well, you came back. So I'm like,
worked again.
Yep. Undefeated.
Nice.
I like that. All right. So there's mine.
So
what's yours?
I was originally going to go something because I like cooking. So I was originally going to be something like, like a apron appears and I chop them up or something dopey. But now it's got to be something involves a Grillamania.
Yeah, it's I think so. Yeah, or a pastamania or something, or all of it.
I think it's something like a flat top grill comes out of nowhere, and then Hulk Hogan. We high five each other because he's getting tagged in. He just leg drops him onto the flat top grill,
right,
and then prepares them Grillamania style.
I like this.
Hits him with a fresh, fresh blast of Hulkster sauce or whatever he sells it.
Whoa, careful.
He's got to have special sauce.
Now, here's a question. Again, are we talking real American Hogan or NWO?
When I said this, I pictured the real American Hogan.
Okay.
To be honest, in my head. So.
I'm just making sure. Yeah. So nice.
Comes out pointing, and the crowd loves it, and then he leg drops them and grills them up, Grillamania style.
I like this idea.
I can already see the menu because it's going to have sides. It's just going to be called Saltymania.
Oh, jeez. Alamania.
Alamania.
Oh, God.
What do you want with your burger, dude?
Oh, jeez.
French fries and onion petals. You get 2 choices off the Saltymania.
Saltymania. So ridiculous. Oh, man. Oh, shit. All right. Yeah, I'm totally in. I think we have pretty epic fatalities.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
Actually, I think the way yours has to start is you tag in Hogan, and then it looks like he's going to get, he comes in, obviously it's the hot tag. He comes in with all the energy,
Yeah.
And it looks like he, but then the other guy kind of starts beating him down a little bit. He has to Hulk out, and then things progress. Because you got to give him his moment of hulking out,
That's true.
And then things go, damn it, side of me.
At Grillamania, our steaks are so good, you're going to Hulk out, dude. Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, man.
Do you like short ribs?
God. Oh, Hogan. All right, we're going to save. We have, we were sent an application or a resume for our intern.
Oh, really?
From former field reporter or current field reporter, depending on how you want to look at it, Jared. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to save that for next week?
What are we at time-wise?
1:16, 1:17.
Why don't we do it today?
Okay.
Just to get closer to at least an hour and a half.
All right, fair enough. Damn it. Can't stop thinking about Saltymania now. Damn it. I just want this whole Hogan-themed restaurant now with this. He really should open this.
I agree, right?
And he's got all that. Well, maybe he'll get all that Gawker money.
He's got a dessert called the Big Boot. It's just a bunch of ice cream in a boot.
Oh, that's brilliant. It's
right?
it's a used wrestling boot. Oh,
yeah. Oh my God.
Oh man. Ooh. All of the servers are like former wrestlers,
Yeah, for sure.
Or trying to be wrestlers, whichever.
So they look like the EMS squad that would show up to get people out of ring. Like, oh my God, the medics are all like shredded in 6'5".
Yes, or the security guards, whichever. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, you want to talk about something that's terrifying? I was watching Edge and Christian show on WWE Network the other day, and they had Brutus the Barber Beefcake on there. And he's, I don't know, 90. And, oh my God, dude, he's got his nipples pierced.
Oh.
He was still in his, gimmick, his, outfit like he used to wear. And, yeah. And because at one point, they showed a preview during something, and I was like, his nipples pierced? And when I watched the show, I was like, oh my God, they are. So, yeah, enjoy sleeping tonight. So here's...
That'll be an entree at Grillamania.
Brutus's nipples?
No, it'll be Brutus Barbacoa Beefcake.
I don't even want to know what the 24-inch pythons are.
Oh, jeez. Those are the Grillamania meat dumps. A day and a half later.
Oh, man. You're probably right, though. Yeah. Okay, so here's the resume from FRJ.
All right.
Our pal Jared, field reporter Jared, says, look, I know I kind of dropped the ball as a field reporter, but I think I'd make a good intern for Salty Language. As an intern, I'd be willing to do all the dumb shit just for the story. I can bring the nerd level up a tad with my in-depth video game reviews. I can also help keep your listener base alive. Allow me to explain. You are the sexiest podcast on the network, truth, and your combined heat level is so high, over 9,000, that's almost me alone, that pretty soon your listeners will begin to spontaneously combust. So by adding me to the mix, you can bring that heat level down to right at a manageable level, thus keeping the fans listening week after week. I ask your consideration for these few, albeit important reasons. Thank you. FRJ 2016, make the salty choice.
Wow, sounds like a campaign slogan.
I know. Well, I mean, right now he's the front runner.
It's true. Well, him and Grillamania.
Saltymania. What are you talking
Saltymania.
about? Do you know what this whole concept of the Hogan restaurant reminds me somewhat of? Oh, geez, I can't think of the show now. Jeez. Eastbound and Down, the potato bar thing that they have in the mall with the fixins.
Yes, you're right.
Except I just like the idea of Hogan walking around telling people that they get two sides.
Yes.
I can't stop laughing at that thought. You get two sides from the two Saltymanias, brother.
Get two choices to the Saltymania for burger, brother. I recommend the onion petals, dude.
Everyone who works there has to they have to dress like Hogan and impersonate him.
Some like 5'2", 120-pound girl with a fake handlebar mustache glued to her face.
Yeah, I've seen some weefy girls impersonate Hogan in YouTube videos that do a very good job of it. So I'm totally okay with this.
Perfect.
Be pretty. All right. Wow. Well, for those of you who've wanted a shorter salty language, this is what you get with a shorter salty language. Pretty much in all Hogan pastamania / Grillamania / Saltymania brother episode.
That's right, dude.
Oh, Jesus. Oof. Well, we're saving up for the 250 episode.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Oof.
Save it up for next week when I'm not going to be drinking bourbon the night before.
That's what you think.
You're probably right.
Yeah. You'll be drinking it the night of.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Nice. Yeah, so I guess that's it, right? You got anything else?
Dude, I'm spent.
Nice. We'll go to Saltymania. Yes.
Saltymania.
There it is.
Yes.
So go to saltylanguage.com for the show links and notes and all that stuff. Oh my God, what a mess. This is a shit show. God. This is like an outtake show. This is one that should get lost.
Yes.
Anyway.
Is that the salt and pepper on the table? It just says Saltymania, and everyone just says Peppermania.
Yes, because everything is blank mania in the show.
Yes,
it's a bathroom mania.
Bathroom mania.
Yeah. All right. So, again, go to saltylanguage.com. If you're going to shop on Amazon, please slide through I almost did it again. Damn it. Go to saltylanguage.com first. Click on the Amazon banner and then shop away. It doesn't cost you anything extra, just a couple extra clicks, and they give us a referral fee for sending you their way. Oh, man. If you want to get in contact with us, man, you can get a hold of us through Twitter at salty_language. You can contact me at Stunami.
I'm at Monotony.
Man,
or monotony mania, whatever you want to go by.
Monotony mania.
Yeah.
I wish I had some Hulk Hogan paraphernalia I could do something with other than I have a Funko Pop of Hulk Hogan. That's like all I have, so I can't do much else.
That's a lie. You could take him through your kitchen.
You're right, I could.
And do Grillamania pictures.
I could, you're right. Oh, geez. Ooh, all right. There should be a couple new enthusiasts posted soon. Go check those out. One's our talk about Fantasticon that we went to. The other will be with David C. Hayes. Yeah, I didn't want to get that wrong. David C. Hayes-mania. All of our shows now.
That's what they do in the college dorms.
What was that?
Hayes-mania. It's what the fraternities do.
Yeah, true.
With the new fish.
Good call.
I don't even know if I'm using the right words.
I don't know.
Moving on. Cool.
Moving on.
Yeah, please.
Right. So, yeah. Also, go check us out on the Facebook at facebook.com/saltylanguage. And, that's about it. All the other links you need are on the website. So, except one last thing, which will be check out the networks we're part of, such as Podgods Network, Tangent Bound Network, Wicked Radio Network. We're on the Geek Life Radio list and
obligatory
danger. Watch your back. Danger.
Mania.
Nice.
So with that, nope, that's the wrong one. Have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And what you gonna do, brother, when Saltymania runs wild over you?